Apps.
Apps. So apps for phones and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about computer apps too. People don't usually call them apps though.
No, but I mean, they are applications, which is what apps
stands
means, right?
Yes.
But we don't usually refer to them as apps. I don't use a lot of computer applications.
Yeah.
I don't use a whole lot of phone apps either.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, my phone is rather bare. It has the ones that it came with.
Right.
And it has a couple of games for me.
Yeah.
It has a couple of games for my children.
Yeah.
And it has a grocery store app for my deals of the week.
Oh yeah,
things for my points.
Store.
Yeah, my points system. And it has a video conferencing app, actually.
Sure.
Which is for church up there.
Okay,
so
that makes sense. For when you can't leave your house?
For when... Well, I live really close to my building, but I have used it for when I've been sick or the kids have been sick.
Yeah, sure, okay.
But it's mostly so that I can connect with the farther out the headquarters. Well, not the headquarters, but the stake.
The stake, okay. Sure.
So that I can attend meetings remotely that are not even in the same country as me from my living room.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes you just can't make that journey. It's a 9-hour trip.
Brutal.
Yeah, so it's long.
Yeah.
And flying's not any faster. Because you have to get routed. You have to go routed through someplace else. From the city I live in to Vancouver, and then from Vancouver to Seattle, because that's where you have to cross the border, and then you fly all the way back up.
Because you have to go international airports, and you're not going to have one there.
We don't have an international airport. Well, actually, we do, but
it doesn't fly to Alaska.
It doesn't fly to the United States. It flies.
To Russia or something?
No,
or
it flies
Germany?
to Germany.
Germany. Because all your eco-tourists.
Well, because for some reason, Germans dream of living in the tundra. That's what I've been told by Germans, who live my next door neighbors.
I was going to say, Germany's
relatively
far north too.
Oh, it is, but it's crowded.
Yeah, and industrialized.
And so they have this dream of the wide open spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And they romanticize things like dog sledding, which lots of people do.
Yeah.
But they actually come and do it.
Right.
Whereas you might think dog sledding is cool, but you're probably never going to do it. Right?
Oh, the animal rights activists would get me for that one.
Those dogs are very well loved.
Yes, I'm sure they are.
And very well taken care of. But
some people
they don't look. But the housing, the accommodation for those dogs, because it's a whole dog sled team, right? It's a little bit shocking to see the first time.
Yeah.
If you've never watched a sledder interact with their dogs, it's like, wow, you've got a dog farm. But
hey.
But yeah, so I don't have a lot of apps on my phone.
Yeah. Speaking of your grocery store app, there's a concept that would be complicated to do. And people I've talked to have said, no, that is beyond the scope of what we can do. And I have no skills in that. So I can't make apps. One that would be really neat, I think, would be for grocery stores. It would not. It might benefit grocery stores. But what it would do is it would take all advertised prices and store that information.
Oh, that would be handy.
And then you could see, sometimes you want to know, well, I want to buy some sugar, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to pay the most for sugar in town.
most for sugar in town, and I don't want to pay the most for sugar in the year, right? Because there are certain times a year that the things go on sale, like sugar, right? And same with fruit and things like that, right?
It's cheaper to buy mandarin oranges in December than it is in June.
That's right. If you can even find them in June.
if you can even find them in June.
So it stores all that information, and then it tabulates it for you, right? So it's like the average price of sugar in February is $2 a kilogram, right? And then you can say, okay, well, right now it's $5 a kilogram, which would be a huge ripoff on sugar,
right?
Right. And so, and they wouldn't necessarily
not buying that sugar.
One thing that somebody said is that the stores may not like you doing that,
right?
And
they
so
would rather you just pay whatever price is available right now.
Come at you and say, well, you're taking our information. in a way that we didn't say you
didn't
could.
intend for it to be.
Right, and so then that information,
Right.
like all those averages, long-term things, wouldn't be identifiable, right? You would have it just be, these are the average prices in your region, and I'm not going to tell you where I got this information from.
Right.
Because they don't want you to know.
This region could be your city, your
Right.
neighborhood, your province.
That's right. And then it'll have like the high prices and the low prices. And then for right now, like whatever moment you're in right then, it would link you to the current advertised prices, right? And some places advertise their prices online and some places don't. And they would have to be online advertised prices because you'd have to just data mine the websites. Otherwise it'd be impossible.
Yeah.
You can't have someone looking at the ads and inputting the ads.
Every week, every
That's
couple
right.
of days.
So groceries actually become somewhat more difficult because a lot of stores don't actually advertise grocery prices online.
Yeah.
However, with Amazon starting to sell groceries...
Well, and I actually pick up my groceries. I order them online and I go pick them up.
Yeah,
which is really nice as a parent.
Yeah, so I don't know what store... But yeah, like Save-On does that.
Yeah, Save-On does that. Superstore
Thrifties
does that.
does it.
Even Walmart's starting to do that.
Yeah, they're quite limited on their groceries that they have online. I don't think they put any produce.
They don't have groceries in our city at Walmart, but
I don't think they put any of their produce online at all.
Probably not.
At least when I've looked at it, I've never seen it. But yeah, that's an app that I would like to have exist because sometimes I go to the store and I'm like, that seems like a good price, but the last time I bought this was 7 months ago. And I don't keep all that information in my head.
I don't know what mandarin oranges cost last December.
What did I pay for them last year? And when did they go on sale? And was this, so like I have certain things that I know, like strawberries I have a certain price that I like to pay for them, and they never came on for that price this year that I ever saw.
Sad. Did you buy strawberries anyway?
I did not buy strawberries this year at all.
Sad.
I guess, yeah. So, no strawberries. We did end up with some strawberries. I didn't buy them.
Ah,
right.
Gotcha.
Somebody else bought them.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. At least, I never saw the strawberries at the price that I like. They may have been at some point.
You didn't see them. But if you had an app that could tell you,
if I had an app that could tell me now your strawberries are your ideal price, and go buy them.
And here's where that is.
That's right. Here's where it is, or even just it's out there today.
Right.
Just so I know to look. Right. This is the week that had the lowest prices last year. Okay.
Might not this year because maybe the strawberry crops suck this year.
That's right. Or maybe they're off a little bit. But at least it's going to be close to that, right?
Right. You're in the right time of year for it to be the right price.
Right. And especially with non-perishable things, like when I say sugar, right? You can buy a huge bag of sugar and just keep it. Like it doesn't go. Like it could get clumpy or whatever, but you just break it up.
Yeah.
No big deal. And same thing with even flour. Like flour's not quite as...
Its shelf life is a
little bit shorter than sugar. Well, it's probably a lot shorter than sugar, but it's long enough to where you can buy a huge bag of flour, or a couple huge bags of flour, and use them.
If you store
as
them
long
properly,
as you can store them.
If you store them properly, then they last a lot longer than if you don't. And commercially dealt with flour has a longer shelf life than
if you
grind
it yourself. Yeah,
which we do both in our family.
Don't do that. I know someone else here who does, but we don't. So
you only want to mill a little
bit
at a time.
Yeah, because it's still got all the oil and all that other stuff in it. It's not had all that non-organic stuff happen to it.
Exactly.
So that
it's
healthy.
It's still it's still pure.
It's still pure and corruptible.
Yeah.
It's not Wonder Bread flour. It's whole flour and real whole flour.
It's the whole. It's really the whole.
Got all the moisture
flour.
in it still.
All the moisture and all the pieces.
All the pieces, all the little bug bits, and all the. Well, but the bug bits make it to the shelf too. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a digression from apps. That's fine.
Maybe you need an app to tell you how much flour to buy.
Yeah.
Probably not, because as discussed, long shelf life.
Long shelf life. Yeah, we buy the bag. When we get low, we buy another bag, and I don't know if it's a good price or not.
because you don't buy it very often.
We don't buy it very often.
Yeah.
We buy the bag when we buy the cheapest bag we can find. When we buy it.
Yeah.
And when we buy it, we need it. We got few cups of flour left. We need to buy some flour.
We need it now. We will pay whatever they're selling it for. Yeah. We'll buy the most economical bag, and if that means we come home with a bag of flour,
that's fine. That's fine.
Come home with a bag of flour.
Put it in the pantry, right next to the sugar.
we dip out of it all year.
That's right.